So what is the ATO's focus areas for 2026? Now, before I start this, I just want to preface by saying this is not biased just against this federal government. Anything I discuss is always against all governments, and this is bipartisan. But number one, the focus areas for this year is going to be small business, in particular income splitting when it comes to small business, and also compliance areas and debt collecting. We're also going to have another extreme focus on individuals and workplace deductions, and also holiday homes when it comes to investors, because the ATO has just released a new draft guidance on this. So how do we know this? Now, our platform is all about gathering information from different sources. So it's not just reports that are going out there. We look behind the scenes at what's going on the ATO. We look at what's going on with the federal government. We look at what's going on with state governments as well. Once you actually get the information that turns into law, that is too late. We're talking about information that happens before. We're talking about focus groups. We're talking about inquiries. We had a video just the other day about capital gains tax, and I did have some pushback saying, hey, it's not just law. By the time it's law, it's too late. You want to know what's going on behind the scenes. So if that's not what you're after, you're in the wrong place. But if it is, you're definitely in the right place, and hit that follow button. But back to what's actually going on. So we know this information based on what the ATO has released last year and the federal government. So back in around August last year, there was an economic roundtable where they got the greatest minds in the country together to try and raise $70 billion. Now, I'm not going to argue who caused this government debt. I'm also not going to go into government spending, because we do know that that's out of control and has been with every government. But we do know that they need to try and claw back some of that debt. So the areas that they're going to focus is small business, individuals. They are looking at wealth tax and inheritance tax. Now, the ATO is currently owing around $50 billion to them, and they are stopping people at the airport. So they've stopped to date in this financial year 21 people. Now, if they're stopping people that owe them money from superannuation or employee wages, absolutely go for it. That's absolutely no issue. But the issue is when they start targeting the smaller debts that they had seen as uneconomical to pursue, and they're re-raising, which we know that they're doing. So from that economic summit last year, they brought up everything. They spoke about inheritance tax, wealth tax, consumer tax, which is GST. They spoke about CGT. Most of those things went off the table, but the one thing that continued on with another Senate inquiry was CGT. These are the things that you need to be looking at. What happens behind the scenes? If that's what you're after, that's what we provide. Hit the follow button for more.